I had a very interesting
yes, Anthony.
Actually, interesting few days. I haven't got much sleep or anything. There's like a girl over the house. You know how that goes, right? When you're a single successful guy like me working at the burger place. So girl over the house. And apparently she has asthma. She got asthma.
Oof.
Out of nowhere. I'll give you asthma. You get dressed, you're playing golf today.
Are you dating?
What about my asthma? I'll give you asthma.
Are you dating preemies at this point? Their lungs aren't fully developed?
No. That's not. No.
Do you have an incubator in your fucking compound?
No, I don't have an incubator.
Probably not asthma. It's probably just gasping at your political ideologies.
Well, that's true. They just want to go. No.
You're dating so young, their lungs aren't fully developed.
No, it's not like that. It's just it's asthma.
It's asthma.
And
I'll give you asthma.
I'll give you asthma. And it's just gotten kind of worse over the past couple of days.
Well, that's not good.
So, she hasn't been able to go back home. She lives out of state. She hasn't been able to go back home.
Thailand?
And no, not Thailand. So last night, it was time to go. I haven't gotten any sleep, by the way. I'm exhausted. I'm tripping over myself. Had to take her to the emergency room. My favorite place to go.
What time?
To take her. This was about 1:30 in the morning.
Were you asleep?
No, I was still awake because, the asthma
Yankees won and
like
stuff.
that and things, it's just one of those things. So it was time to, go to the emergency room.
How far do you live from the hospital?
It's not far. It's
okay.
A few exits. Not bad. So we go there and, you'd go through all that paperwork stuff. That she's going through all the paperwork and everything like that. It takes forever. And then
is she going through the? Because this fucking frustrates the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Is she filling out her paperwork as she's gasping for air?
Well, she's not gasping for air.
Because the emergency room is wonderful when it comes to that. Make sure the paperwork is done before we even acknowledge that you're dying right in front of our eyes.
I know, it really.
When
is
I had the
horrible.
worst allergy attack of my life, where I really thought I was like minutes from dying.
Yeah.
They had to make sure I had all my fucking paperwork. I had a pounding headache. My headache was so bad, sorry, Anthony, but it drives me fucking nuts. I couldn't even see the form anymore. That's how bad I was. And I'm like, will you just take care of this and then we'll worry about the stupid paperwork?
Oh, they want to know you're
But they need the paperwork immediately.
They want to know they're getting paid, motherfucker.
Sorry, it's one of my fucking pet peeves in this world, the stupid emergency room and their dumb paperwork first.
Filling out the paperwork.
Sorry,
No, they're filling out the paperwork. And then it's time to, go into the emergency room portion of the hospital. Now, I've dealt with that before in the past. But this was a little embarrassing. They took her into pediatrics.
Oh my God.
Do you know there's a whole nother emergency room for pediatrics?
Oh my God.
And they brought her in there. And there's
I can't even
there's
look
little paintings on the walls and paper like ducks and stuff all over the place.
I can't even look at
And there's
you.
little kids walking around, and a baby was crying, and she's in pediatrics, and the doctor asked me oh, okay, who are you? And I'm just like, a friend. I'm a friend. I've never felt like the creep that I know I am, but I've never actually felt it.
Who are you? A friend.
A friend. I'm a friend. I'm a friend.
I've never even seen that part of a hospital.
And I'm sitting in this little chair.
Right.
And I'm looking at a child's rights in the hospital. And it says things like, please tell me if it's going to hurt. I'll be okay with it. And please give me a hug. I could use it. let me take my toy wherever I'm going in the hospital. I'm reading signs like this and looking at paper fucking mobiles of ducks and geese.
All right, you brought this to the show, so now you just threw yourself under the bus.
It was so embarrassing.
Eric at Virginia Tech. Wow, a pediatric and a geriatric.
Pediatric. And I noticed there was a cabinet with games in it, all kinds of games. Oh. I'm in the fucking pediatric ward, and the girl there, she's tall. And her feet were hanging off of the end of the friggin' pediatric bed. I felt so bad, and I felt like such a ghoul.
Just because they're tall doesn't make it okay, Anthony.
No, I understand. I understand.
Did you take advantage of the situation and get some speed dating in while they were running her through the tests?
There was one girl that got up and she's holding the back of her gown shut, and she had to be about 16 or 17 to go give a urine sample. She was pretty cute, I must say. But I put my head down. The whole time, I just felt like...
Were you ashamed and embarrassed?
Dude, I was completely ashamed.
You're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Finally, you were ashamed.
It finally took...
It's not bad for you to have a little shame, finally.
To go to the emergency room and have a girl that's been, staying at the house because she's sick and can't make it back home in that state with the asthma and stuff.
Did you just pay cash?
Pediatrics.
Did you just pay cash for the...
No, she's insured. She's got insurance.
Did she have to call her insurance number?
No, she's got insurance. But it's like...
What the fuck?
It's like pediatrics. So then they actually admitted her, and they didn't put her in the regular room wing. And now she's in the pediatrics part of the hospital. So not only the emergency room is pediatrics, but she's in a pediatric room, which can only mean when I do go there, she's probably sharing the room with some child with
a broken leg, the first broken bone.
It really is. I've never felt so ghoulish in my life.
Well, let's start with this. Tony in Iowa, very good question. Did she get a sticker after her boo-boo was gone?
Boo-boo. No, there wasn't a giraffe gurney, a giraffe hippopotamus monkey gurney.
Yeah, Eric, once again for Virginia Tech, kind of reworking my line, but it's true. Just because she doesn't have to be on her tippy toes doesn't make it okay.
It's... did they give her a lollipop after she let them know? But, look there's a castle gurney. It's like you're in the castle. Like you're a little princess in a castle. Thank you, Danny, for popping up these embarrassing pictures.
And then some curmudgeon has to point out princesses don't have catheters.
Kevin from Connecticut, and you were actually in the pediatric ward.
No, look at that picture. Danny's the worst. It's a little kid in a hospital gown that's dragging on the floor.
They said that girl's father is creepy when they saw you.
No, because that's the worst. That's another bad part, too, because they have to ask her a whole bunch of questions, and I guess they asked her if she was sexually active, and, she had to say yes. And then...
Why do they want to know that?
Somehow I got brought into the conversation.
Why do they want to know that?
They always ask, people in pediatrics that, And then I think they asked her if her parents knew.
Did you get some creepy looks? Let's be honest. Let's get right to it. What were the looks you were getting?
Yeah, I think I really, the doctor was giving me some really creepy looks, and the nurses and stuff didn't even want to acknowledge I was there.
Why would they? You're a filthy shock jock.
You fucking scum of the earth. You horrible child spoiler. That's what I was.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. I hope whoever... it's feedback. Forget it. Everybody wants in on this one.
Yeah.
I hope whoever was working the desk recognized Aunt and put her in pediatrics just to fuck with him.
No, they put her right in there.
Wow.
Yeah, pediatric. There's nothing... I've never been so mortified.
Were you embarrassed?
At being with a younger lady than when she had to be admitted to pediatrics. Yes. And I've been in some weird situations where, of course, there'd be, hey, that must be, your dad or something. Yeah. That's never good, but I get a good laugh out of that. Who cares? But pediatrics. Oh, yes. She is, of age. Definitely. I was wondering the same thing. Like, why admit somebody
I think I know.
Of that age?
I think because pediatrics includes the 18th year.
Does it?
Yeah, I remember when I was 18, and when I went to the doctor, I still had to go to the pediatrician at 18, and I felt so because like I'm sitting there and there's kids' toys, where they play with those beads that go along the wire. the wire track, and I'm sitting there like, why am I here? Like I'm wearing a Metallica T-shirt, and I'm like, come on,
playing with an abacus.
You're in pediatrics.
Scott from Quakertown. So now you have to go pick her up from Child Protective Services today.
No.
Do you have to sit with a DIFUS counselor with your chick?
Look, she's completely of age, an adult. Well, but for some reason they put her in pediatrics.
Let's go to Chris in PA. Chris.
Hey, Aunt, did you guys sit at the little Lego table and build your future dream house together?
She likes Legos.
I love Legos.
What am I going to
do? Wow.
Well,
are you okay?
I just feel bad because, she's in there and,
Are you okay if I take that phone call? I can't believe I'm using restraint. I can't see with the thing in the way. That would be burp.
Oh, my God. No, that's horrible.
All right.
Jeez,
I got to show some restraint.
Poor girls in the hospital.
It was a burp joke. All right.
Yeah,
well, thank you.
I don't want to make fun, but it's just, actually, I'm not making fun of the fact that, she has bad asthma and she went into the hospital. I'm making light of the fact that I am such a fucking god-awful creep and to finally see it staring back at me in the mirror.
She's still in there? She all right?
Yeah, she's still in there. They gotta make sure they do tests and everything and see what kind of medication works better. Cause she's got the inhaler and stuff like that. But it's not doing the trick. So
Brian in Texas, Brian.
Yeah, Aunt, were you kind of worried that you might bump into one of your exes there?
In pediatrics?
Oh.
I mean, you're being a repeat offender and all,
Oh, my God.
Repeat offender. I never date underage girls.
Well,
not.
That's right.
Not now.
You're fucking playing with fire when before you go away you have to check the state laws.
Yes. Yes, it is. You got to make sure, but.
Jesus, some of these guys are going brutal with this. Fucking uncomfortably brutal.
Well, I didn't expect pediatrics. That threw me for a bit of a loop.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, no crowd. They get right to you. It's pretty good. We had to walk through the regular emergency room area to get to the pediatric one. And there's some woman yelling, "But what's her blood pressure?" Like I guess some woman and her mother were there. And the mother's some old bag, and she's in there with, getting her blood pressure taken. And this woman's yelling at a nurse. And she goes, "You asked me 3 times already, and I told you." "Well, what is it?" And it's just like pandemonium. And then we go into pediatrics, and it's like, oh, this is nice.
Wow.
There's only a few rooms. There's no commotions going on. Everyone's nice.
But why is a person who's of age legally, why are they asking, does your family know if you're sexually active?
I don't know.
She's old enough. I know how old she is. She's old enough legally to join the military, to be executed in every state.
I don't think they were asking, does your family know if you're sexually active? I think they were asking, does your family know that you're with an old ghoul?
But again, that's none of their fucking business. She's a legal adult.
Well, it certainly isn't.
None of their fucking business.
I guess they wanted to know if I was, again, they wanted to satisfy their own curiosity.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Yeah. Boy, that really did kind of
Teddy from New York writes, right now she's talking to the social worker, and they're asking her to show them where the bad man touched her.
Shut the fuck up. And no, I didn't take her there in a car seat. You fucking people.
Let's say hi to Scott in Chattanooga.
Show us on the doll where he touched.
Yeah, Scott, Chattanooga.
Hey, while you were waiting, did you get caught up on all those SpongeBob episodes you missed?
No, there wasn't SpongeBob on the TV.
Nice.
There aren't many pediatric patients at that hour in the morning for some reason. You know, I guess kids ain't up.
Yeah.
They're sleeping. Taking a little baby aspirin or something, and they're fine until the morning. But I do have to, get back there at some point. To the whole pediatric ward now I go into. I get to walk in there and be a complete creep all over again.
Hi. I can picture Anthony saying hi, like peeking in the window. Hi. Embarrassed
hi.
and kind of creepy.
The roommate kid starts crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a rusher there in the middle of the night?
Well, it wasn't like a rush job, It wasn't like that, but, you get a little concerned.
Sure.
So, yeah. Yeah.
That must suck.
Yeah.
People want to know if she brought her blankie.
They give them blankies there. Thank you very much.
Well, she probably wants her blankie. Psychotic writes, did Chris Hansen tell you to take a seat in the waiting room to have some lemonade and a cookie?
That is horrible. So you've come to the emergency room. Why don't you sit down? All right, you're free to go. The cops put their knee in my neck in the hallway.
Let's say hi to Larry King. Larry!
Morning.
Morning, Larry.
Hey, Anthony, how important is the age of consent?
Very, very important.
So the nurses,
sure?
Nobody would talk to you?
No, they kind of talked to me.
Yeah.
Standoffishly. I was sitting in the room at one point when the doctor came in, and he goes, "Well, we're just going to, ask her a few questions. Who are you?" And I said, "I'm a friend." And he goes, "All right, you'll have to step out of the room." And I had to get up and just kind of skulk out of the room like a fucking.
Is that the way it would be though with anyone or no?
Guy. I would guess so.
Oh yeah,
unless it's family.
Yeah, for the most part, they say that,
especially in pediatrics. It's horrible. Anthony Polanski.
Let me say hi to Corinne in Jersey.
When Ant walked into pediatrics, did the whole staff yell, "Norm!" Anthony Glitter. All right. Yes.
Let's go to Corinne in Jersey. Corinne.
Aunt, I want to know, did you take her to, are you going to take her to Toys R Us when she gets discharged for being such a brave big girl?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Hey, Corinne knows how to call a radio show. She's gone. Let me say hi to your favorite therapist.
Oh, no.
Lydia from Oceanside.
Oh, Christ.
Hello, Lydia.
Hi, boy.
You're laughing today.
Lydia.
You're laughing today, aren't you, Lydia?
What's my problem now, Lydia?
Well, let's listen in. Lydia knows a thing or two about creeps. Go ahead, Lydia.
I've been really trying to lay off Anthony. I let the panic room go, all the dreams, the drunken Halloween party. Mm-hmm. But you yourself said that maybe you need to look at your life.
No, I didn't say that. I said I felt like a creep. Do I really care? Yeah, not really. Once I was out of there, I was fine. It's just being in there is a little awkward, because it's pediatrics.
But Anthony's not doing anything wrong by dating somebody younger. There's nothing wrong with that. That's who he likes to date.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with being with someone younger. Absolutely not. There is something wrong with avoiding people of a certain age because you can't connect with people on an adult level.
Yeah, so? I can't. I don't like people my own age. They're stupid and not fun.
Yeah.
But you have lots of friends your own age.
You know what was really odd? Being in there, and they started, in the triage area, they took our blood pressure. And I was like, I was just talking today about the blood pressure thing being around my heart on.
That's right.
You should have told him
there
that.
it was. Yeah, that would have upped the creep factor. Let me tell you a cute little dream I had last night.
Just only a mere few days ago.
But it was so odd. No, it was that day.
You're right.
I was talking about it, and then there I was looking at the blood pressure thing going, wow, that's a weird coincidence.
Yep.
I haven't seen one of those in a while, and there I am right there looking at that.
Well, what do you got, Lydia? Anything else? You're not really delving into this one.
I guess I want to tell Anthony not to talk about the dreams in the panic room when he takes his young girlfriend to the ER, because the psych ER is probably right next door.
Oh, don't even worry about it. I'm fine mentally.
There's nothing wrong with an older man liking young broads because he doesn't want to connect with an older broad. There's nothing wrong with that.
All they do is fucking bitch and complain.
Listen, every guy wishes he was you, Anthony. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I guess I'm just worried about the total picture, the panic room, the dreams.
Panic room as much as it's a gun safe, but it's big, so you could fit in it. It's a secure place. See, I'm being responsible. It's a secure place for firearms that is alarmed and locked with an electronic lock. And if I'm in there, I would be locked in there, but I could then get out whenever I wanted to. What's wrong with that? In this day and age of crime and crime.
Well, I don't want to constantly lay into you for the same old things. I just wish you would consider maybe checking out eHarmony or something like that.
eHarmony? You know what? That fucking commercial creeps me out. You ever see the one with the fucking laughing Asian girl on the beach with her dog? That has got to be the creepiest fucking bitch I've ever seen. She's looking at the camera, petting her dog on the beach, and it's black and white, and then she goes, and then to like 5 seconds later, she goes, it's like, who wants to date that fucking nut? Lunatics. I'm out in 15 minutes.
What the fuck's going on?
Abandoning ship.
He's got to go. He's got to go down to the Yankee store.
I got to go.
Get a 27.
Well, once you explain to Dane,
get a 27.
Once you explain to Dane, Cook, Bob Kelly, and Bill Burr, because they didn't hear.
I didn't know Bill Burr heard.
Oh my God, what a hilarious!
We heard.
Well, once you tell Dane.
Oh, come on, dude.
Sorry. What did he fart right there?
He rubbed my Can you wait till I'm out of the seats? Fucking Jesus Christ.
Look at
it's like you're breaking up with your girl and the guy's fucking her while you're packing your suitcase.
Really, Bobby's like microphone. Already in Jimmy's seat.
Where are you going?
He's got to go to a hospital.
I got to go and to check on somebody. A friend.
Get their side of the story.
And perhaps pick them up and.
He's leaving out a few details.
Are they in the hospital?
Yeah, she has like asthma.
Oh, it's a female.
Do they have
female?
Yeah, Do they have cartoons on the wall?
Well, that's what we're getting at.
It was.
She's in a certain part of the hospital.
Well, I didn't know that they admit girls of that age into the pediatric ward. So I had to actually sit in the pediatric emergency room.
And you had to actually say to the nurse, "How do you spell colic?"
Yeah, I had to sit in the pediatric emergency room as the doctor went over everything. And I let me tell you something. I've had some Anthony, you are a fucking creep moments in my life, but that topped everything that I've ever done in my life as far as being the creepy guy. I just felt like a fucking ghoul sitting there with people looking like, okay, 18.
Just turned.
But did it ever cross your mind to leave and say, I can't do this anymore? Like an alcoholic hitting bottom?
You can't have the chick like fucking, wheezing.
Did you call anybody for help and say, what's going on with me?
No, it's like, no. What am I going to, why? It's consenting adults. I don't know why they check them into pediatrics. For the love of Christ, why the fuck?
You know what? I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind on this one. If that side, what Bobby's arguing, is right, or if that's just jealousy and hate that people also, like other people, didn't just stay single, and continue to focus on the career so you're successful enough that you can bang an 18-year-old. What are you, 62? That's like everybody trashes people who
working my way through my 40s.
Dude, and what a way to go through your 40s.
Somebody else's 15s.
Asshole. Never underage.
You like that one, Bobby?
All the state statutes. Believe me, I got it on a fucking. There's an app for that.
I really
look up Missouri. Where the
Can you give me a ride home from to New Jersey? I'm sorry, baby, that's gonna be a problem. Let me check my phone now.
We're gonna have to go around this state.
Yeah, I can go up New York and then go to Pennsylvania.
I have to go around states. I'm the only one in like 80 years to be arrested for the Mann Act. I don't even know what it is. You transport her across state lines, boy?
In her bare feet. Yeah, it's statutory rape.
Oh, shit.
It was, it was.
That's a good one.
Very embarrassing.
That's one of the better stories Anthony
I like how
told.
Bobby's eating here, and he just tried to contribute to the show by eating and just goes, shit.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
Dude, you got your eggs, your coffee, you need the energy for the show. Boom, bang, I'm in. Jimmy's out.
It's all protein, dude.
Yeah.